I just want to encourage someone who is looking to hear God speak, who is desperate to hear Jesus, that you can, as his sheep, hear his voice and you won't follow another. That was one of my first prayers when I got saved is, Lord, your word says your sheep know your voice and they won't follow another. I want to hear you more clearly. I want to be able to follow you and know when you're speaking. And that's something that comes from close personal relationship. So if you have been in a circle where they minimize hearing God's voice, or they kind of roll their eyes or look at you like you're crazy because you can hear God speak, then you need to pray about your circle, okay? And you need to ask the Lord, and he will speak to you and give you direction. But it's very simple. You don't need to be a prophet to hear the Lord speak. And I know there is a whole group of people that don't believe that God speaks, but as someone who has radically encountered Jesus Christ and didn't learn all kinds of craziness from men, I will tell you, I hear the Lord's voice, and his sheep do know his voice, and he will speak to you, and you'll be able to follow him, and it's amazing. So, and I don't know how anyone can read scripture and come to any other conclusion. Honestly, you have to be looking through a really particular lens to be able to come up with some of these things. But the most important part of that is faith. Scripture says without faith it's impossible to please God. And if you don't expect to receive anything from him, then it's double-mindedness. So make sure that you believe when you are asking for him to speak to you, make sure you believe that he can speak to you. And it's so important. So I just want to encourage you that God speaks, Jesus speaks, his sheep know his voice, you can hear him, you can walk in close one-on-one relationship with the Lord. He'll tell you where to go, he'll tell you what to do, who to avoid, how to get there, what job to have, who to marry. He will lead you. He'll lead you through his still small voice. He'll lead you through scripture. He'll lead you with numbers and music for some people. He's very multifaceted. He had many different techniques in scripture too. So it's all about faith and believing that he is and that he can. It's so important. And making sure that you don't get bogged down with what level of faith other people have, okay? So seek the Lord for yourself and go with a heart receiving what scripture says, which is Jesus said, my sheep know my voice and they won't follow another. I love you so much. Jesus loves you more.